Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Sammy. Back with another video. Just wanted to start with a video of that stop waiting to start trading and just start now. And I'm gonna be going over the easiest option strategy for beginners, starting with like a minimal amount. But I do want to let you guys know, like, that don't think that you're gonna be able to turn $500 or, don't think that you could turn $1,000 into a lot of money. Like, you need to save up a lot, like, work hard and save as much money as you can because at the end of the day, you're just not gonna see that big returns. A lot of traders talk about it. The hardest thing is to do is, to save up that capital in the beginning. That's truly it is. It is the hardest. But, um, but yeah, everyone says that when they start trading, you have to have a lot of money. You really don't. And a lot of people say they don't have time. They don't have time, but you'll put you you spend time on the things that you want to spend time on. If you don't have time for some things, you probably don't want to do it. So this is gonna take time, and it's definitely gonna take you saving money or having money, either or. But you could start with $1,000 or less even. But the perfect time never comes, so just keep at it. And yeah, you don't need thousands of dollars to start. You just need consistency. Most people think trading is only for the rich, but you could literally start with what you have right now, literally. Um, the hardest part isn't the market, it's your mindset. And waiting for the perfect conditions is just another form of fear. Action builds confidence, not the other way around. So constant days of habits and actions and doing and like if you fish every single day, you're gonna become a good fisher. Like you're gonna be a good fisherman. You're just gonna learn how to catch fish. If you trade every single day, or you like not trade every single day because there's just such thing as over trading, but if you learn how to trade every single day, you back test, you look at YouTube videos nonstop, then you're gonna learn a lot of different things. Just like how if you're trying to be the best video gamer or best basketball player, you're gonna if you train all the time, you're gonna become the best. And yeah, so the best time is to start now, and I'm gonna start with the second part of this is options. So, all right, this is what an option tables looks like. Hopefully that everybody could see that perfectly. I think it looks good. Blah, blah, blah. Perfect, perfect. This is what an options table looks like. Right here, this is Webull. It's trading at $11.01. This is not realistically real because the market is closed to let you guys know. Right here, these are dates, right here. So this is October, November, December, January, February of next year, March, May, and it keeps going on. And then they also have January of 2027 and January of 2028. So that's pretty far out. These are these days right here. If we pull up a calendar, if you can see my calendar, uh, you have right here, these every single day is gonna be a Friday. So the 18th just passed, but the next one will be the 24th. The 17th just passed. The next one will be the 24th and the 30th. So every single one of these are individual Fridays. Every single Friday. The Your option will expire on a Friday. It'll never expire. You could always close it out before then, but it closes on a Friday. Now that I have that available, I want to teach you a simple thing. So these are bid, this is ask, this is price, deltas, and then these are all the Greeks. And then time value, intrinsic value, ask IV, bid IV, and do watch. I'll probably make a video about the Greeks, but I just want to give a basic beginner level understanding of of what options is in case somebody doesn't know what an option table is. An option is a contract that you're basically doing with the stock market. In an option is one option contract is 100 shares of the company. So you have to be able to have 100 shares of this company to have one option contract. Um, just for that, Webull is trading at $11.01. These are called strike prices. So these are the option strike prices that you could have. You could have 10, $7.50, $5, $2.50. It goes down, even though it goes up, and then it goes down, and it's really going up. But the stock market likes doing that. On places like on Robinhood, it does it the other way for beginners, just to let you guys know. Um, just in general. You could also put it in the settings here. I just like it this way because most brokerages has it this way. This is $12.50, $15, $17.50. And yeah, it keeps going up. Cool, cool. So I'm gonna show you a thing called cash secure puts, and I think it's one of the easiest ways to start, like one of the smartest and easiest ways to make money in the stock market. Pretty much doing options. I think it's one of the easiest strategies. Kind of basic, very very intro, like English 101 type of thing. And here it works. You sell a put on the stock that you want to own, and you set aside the cash to buy it, and you get paid instantly for agreeing to that deal. So this bid right here, this 63 cents, you have to basically, you're gonna put an option to basically buy Webull at $10, and it's a contract, and you're basically putting your cash as collateral. So you have to put $1,000. You have to put up $1,000 to make 63 bucks. And you're like, whoa, 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 that's not a lot of money. But again, that is a lot of money. That's $63. $63 is a lot of money because if you look at this, you go here, um, you do $1,000 times that by 5%. I mean, that's 50 bucks. You're making more than 5% there. You're making good little 7, maybe 7, 8%. That's really good, That's 7 to make 7% of your money, that's pretty good, especially in the market. Really good in the market. And so what are the constraints and different things that an option needs when you sell a cash secure put? You need your cash, you need collateral for your cash. So if you need that, you also need a bid, and you also need an expiration date. For me, I like to go out to the 34 days. So anywhere from 30 days to 45 days out for expiration. This is the type of days that I like to have. The type of time frame that I like to have. And so the bid is what the sellers is, and the ask is for buyers. So this is buying, this is selling. When you sell a cash secure put, they give you the money. When you're buying a put, you're giving the stock market those 65 cents. You have to also time that by 100 because of each contract is 100. So yeah, there is that. As well as here's volume. There's 671 people doing the same exact thing. As well as there's volume here and here and here. It's good to know. As well as look, delta, the one of the Greeks that I'm gonna be going over is called delta. And delta is basically you could think of it as a risk Greek. instrument that you could use for yourself. Think of it as risk. So I have 70% chance that this could go possibly correct, and I have a 30% chance that it doesn't. And if you look at different options, stables, that delta will go higher, lower, depending on how far you are from the strike price and how close you are. So if you're far away, like this $2.50, that delta's po- 0.01, which is far away, and trading view doesn't have a bid for it because it probably doesn't have it, as well as it's after hours, so it probably just didn't log anything when it closed on Friday. So yeah, as well as that, hmm, I want to talk about there. So what did we talk about? We talked about cash secure puts. We talked about what they need. They need your collateral. They need a strike price, and they need your expiration date. So we talked about the trade being going good in our favor. So if it's so what happens when you take that $10 strike price? When you take that $10 strike price, that means that the stock cannot go below $10. If it goes below $10, you're obligated to buy it, which is crucial. But you have two options before the expiration date. You could roll it, or you could just wait until it expires, and then you could buy the shares for $10. When it if it goes if it's underneath $10, you have to buy it at $10. So if it's trading at $9.98, you have to basically buy it for $10, even though it's trading for 2 cents cheaper. So, yes, so you definitely do wanna do this on a stock that you wanna buy on a discount, basically. You wanna create that nice cushion for yourself, so basically, let's say that you're able to do this a couple months. Let's say you're able to do it 1 month. Let's say you're able to do 2 months. You do it 2 months, you already made, 10% on your so if you do get the shares, you're at a 10% cushion already, which is, I mean, that's pretty amazing, that you already basically gave yourself a 10% cushion. If you do it 3 months now, you do it 3 months, imagine you do it 3 times, you get what? You get 15%? I mean, it could very compound very quickly, and then as well as, the more money you have, the more you could compound with it, and that's I mean, that's how it starts. Compounding is very crucial into this. Um, and yeah, in this strategy, you don't need a lot of money to do it. You could start with literally $1,000. And I mean, and if you don't have $1,000, work hard and save up, but you really need to save as much money as you can. And what separates dreamers from doers is not the amount of money, but how they use it. Um, a good analogy is that in the market, there's unlimited ways to make money, but your capital is not unlimited. So be mindful, do the numbers. This is not financial advice. Um, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a person on talking on YouTube that wants to help people and help myself learn what options is and how the stock market works. And I just want to teach people how they can make, hopefully, teach people how to make money with the money that maybe that they're sitting in their savings account and stuff like that, or that they just have stashed away. Um, you want to really focus on quality setups so you could really get crushed. And there's some tips and tricks that I would like to acknowledge. And this might come more when you do this often and often, but let's say if your stock goes up really high, correct? Let's say Webull goes up 5% on Monday morning, and I want to put a put. It might be at like, let's say if it's at trading 5% would not make Webull to go to $12, but let's say it's trading at $12 and I put that put at $11, but it usually trades around $11, then you see what I'm saying? You could put yourself in a pickle, is what I'm trying to say. So definitely look at the stock, do your research, see what quality setups and stick to your strategies. But definitely look at the chart and do your own analysis and see the different tools that you could look. A good tool is Bollinger Band. Um, a good a good tool is just looking at the simple moving averages and see where has it moved in the last couple of months. That's a good way. That's a good way, and those are just some tips that I just wanted to let people out. Maybe for the people that's a little bit more advanced, but, I just wanna express my, knowledge to anybody that could be watching. Um, Also to reinvest your premiums to grow faster. I mean, that's given. I mean, more money will make you more money, so if, you have basically a capital problem with trading, you need to, because at the end of the day, if you have $2 million and you make 5% on that, that's 200 grand. So I mean, that's a lot of money. But imagine if you can make 200 grand a month, that's life changing, But you need $2 million, but you could work yourself up to there. Is what I'm trying to say. Track every trade to learn patterns. Definitely journal is helpful. Like see what you've done wrong, see what happens, see your success rate. And I mean, and it's definitely gonna teach you a lot of different things. You're gonna learn a lot of different tips and tricks. Smart traders don't wait for luck. They build consistency. And that's what it is. Your habits, your psychology, um, what you know about the company. You always want to make sure that you're investing in that what you're trading. If you want to trade this particular strategy, you want to trade into a company that you kind of want to already own because you're already like basically making a contract with the stock market that you're basically obligated to buy it at a certain level. So you have to have some sort of conviction about that company. So I would definitely do your research about the company and see if it's a good company or not. Is it financial? Like, where's the growth? Where are they headed? And stuff like that. When I first started trading options, I had no clue what theta was or delta. I just knew that I just wanted to start trading, and I just looked up a couple YouTube videos, and I kept watching and watching ChatGPT. I mean, there's tools everywhere. I watched videos, I read books, and I actually sold my first cash secure put with American Airlines. Yeah, I remember that being one of my first cash secure puts. And also did one with when way like a year back, I did it with Robinhood. I did it with a lot of different companies. Um, but the small trades didn't change my bank account. It changed my mindset. And it build those habits and it build those tips and tricks that you're gonna learn and the experiences that you're gonna learn with trading. Mm. Alright, but this is so we get a better, you can get a more visual on me. And that's when I realized small actions compound, and those $65 premiums that we're talking about is gonna turn into confidence, and you're gonna turn that confidence into consistency, and you're just gonna compound in your own self and success. And if you've been waiting for a perfect time to start trading, this is it. Like, start trading now, today. You need to make money today. Like, there is no waiting around. There's just start. There's n- you c- of- You can mess up. You can mess up, and it's okay to mess up, and it's okay to fail, and it's okay to try again and keep trying. And that's the only person you got to prove is yourself at the end of the day. Because trading because in trading and in life, The earlier you start, the sooner you'll win. And that is a valuable lesson that I learned in my life. And yeah, hopefully if you guys thought that this video was helpful, uh, and that if you have any questions, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I have a description in my Discord that has some helpful resources if you ever want to check them out. Or also my Instagram is in my description as well. Send me a DM. I would love to text, and hopefully I can help you guys start trading or any informations or questions you guys have. Yeah. Please and thank you. Subscribe. Bye bye.